mission first. It's more than mere words to me, 'cause I'm a U.S. soldier, and deep in my heart I'd trade my life to keep you free, to keep you free, to keep you free.
First Sergeant, 4th Platoon.
Tigers!
61 civilians reported, 53 infantrymen ready to receive their blue cord.
This is the Infantry Rifle Squad, the foundation of the Army's decisive force and the embodiment of the warrior ethos. The infantryman has the most challenging job of any member of the armed forces. They carry the fight to the enemy around the world. They are the standard bearer for all the armies of the world, leading by example in the fight to defend freedom against ruthless terror. With the increased firepower and lethality of today's weapons, every infantryman must be trained to standard in over 200 tasks to defeat our enemies on any battlefield. The infantrymen graduating today are accomplished marksmen, able to engage the enemy day and night. They understand how to shoot, move, and communicate as a team. They are adaptable warriors who can fight as a mechanized force, from strikers or Bradleys, from the sky as airborne or air assault, and whose training is the basis for our elite Special Operations warriors, Army Rangers, Special Forces, and Delta Force operators. Most importantly, they are patriots who in a time of war raise their right hand and swore an oath to God and country to defend the Constitution of the United States against any enemy. If called upon to fight building to building in Baghdad or Fallujah, to clear the ridges of Kunar or Jalalabad in Afghanistan, or to deliver aid and provide security on the Horn of Africa and the Caribbean, these soldiers make the difference in this global war on terror. Ladies and gentlemen, the Infantry Rifle Squad. This squad is wearing the equipment it trained with and will carry into combat. The squad is led by a staff sergeant. They are armed with an M4 carbine. The M4 carbine is the latest evolution of the M16 family and is designed for use in vehicles and close quarters combat. The squad has 2 fire teams. Each fire team is led by a sergeant. They are armed with an M4 carbine. This carbine is fully modular with an integrated receiver rail system that can mount the M68 close combat optic and an AN/PEQ-15 infrared laser designator used to engage targets at night. Each fire team has 1 automatic rifleman. They are armed with an M249 squad automatic weapon. This is a squad and vehicle machine gun. It has a sustained rate of fire of 85 rounds per minute and weighs 17 pounds. Each fire team is 1 grenadier. They are armed with an M4 carbine and an M320 grenade launcher. It fires a variety of 40mm grenades to include high explosive, illumination, colored smoke, and buckshot. The M320 provides an invaluable indirect fire capability to the infantry squad. The remaining soldier in each fire team is the rifleman. They are armed with an M4 carbine and the M136 AT4 anti-tank launcher. The AT4 fires an 84mm shaped charge capable of defeating up to 14 inches of rolled homogeneous steel and breaching bunkers or masonry walls in urban structures. Additionally, each one of these soldiers is wearing the advanced combat helmet with the AN/PVS-14 monocular night vision device. This night vision device allows the soldier to see in low or no light conditions. Coupled with the laser designator on their weapon, they can place effective fire on all targets at night. On their torsos, they are wearing the improved Outer Tactical Vest, or IOTV, which consists of 4 armored plates capable of stopping small arms fire and fragmentation. Additionally, they are wearing ballistic eye protection, knee and elbow pads, and a water hydration system. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the modern day warrior, armed and equipped to fight and win anywhere, anytime, in any type of terrain, against any enemy. These infantrymen are trained and motivated to defend our country and preserve our way of life. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in a round of applause for the United States Army Infantry Squad. Ladies and gentlemen, now returning to the parade field. For all soldiers to live by. The Soldier's Creed helps soldiers understand that despite their very diverse backgrounds, all soldiers are warriors and members of a team. We invite all soldiers, both past and present, to stand and join us as the distinguished honor graduate from Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 50th Infantry Regiment, Private First Class Mannion, leads his infantry family in the Soldier's Creed.
The Soldier's Creed! I'm an American soldier.
I'm an American soldier.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place the mission first.
I will always place the mission first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined, physically, mentally tough.
I am disciplined, physically, mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier!
I am an American soldier.
Respect, sir!
Ladies and gentlemen, as the soldiers pass to your front, we invite you to take pictures, but please remain in your seats. When the American flag passes to your front, we ask that you rise and that the gentlemen remove their headgear. Once the American flag has passed your location, commander of troops for today's ceremony is Captain Christopher Dubois from Lannisport, Maine. Now approaching the reviewing stand is the Maneuver Center of Excellence Band led by Drum Major Sergeant Corey Walton under the direction of Captain Aaron Morris. Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 50th Infantry Regiment is commanded by Captain Cameron Bowling from Columbus, Ohio. The platoon sergeant for 2nd Platoon is Staff Sergeant Ian Walter from Colton, Oregon. The platoon sergeant for 3rd Platoon is Staff Sergeant Randall Kisner from Little Rock, Arkansas. The platoon sergeant for 4th Platoon is Staff Sergeant Daniel Mackay from Spearfish, South Dakota. The 1st Sergeant for Alpha Company is 1st Sergeant William Pittman from Valdosta, Georgia. The color guard for today's ceremony is led by Staff Sergeant Donovan Sweet from Mooresville, North Carolina. Bravo Company, 2nd Battalion, 58th Infantry Regiment is commanded by Captain Jacob Hayes from Tacoma, Washington. The platoon sergeant for 1st Platoon is Staff Sergeant Thomas Long from Hartselle, Alabama. The platoon sergeant for 2nd Platoon is Staff Sergeant Christopher Schwerking from Intercourse, Pennsylvania. The platoon sergeant for 3rd Platoon is Staff Sergeant Mark Gavin from Napa, California. The platoon sergeant for 4th Platoon is Staff Sergeant Jake Lipsey from Palm Harbor, Florida. The 1st Sergeant for Bravo Company is 1st Sergeant Brandon Edge from the Iron Isles. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join in the singing of the Infantry Song and the Army Song.